we'll need to make sure that whoever's doing children's message knows that they need to pick up a mic, which is something that we probably need to remind all of them anyway.
And I put a condenser mic down there, which will pick them up pretty good even if they don't, but I think it's a great idea to remind them.
You put what down here?
There is one down there. Isn't
That
there?
condenser mic I added last week,
Oh, okay.
it's a lot, picks up further away.
Okay, so even if they just leave this one sitting there, they should still.
Well, yeah, it's better, it's better to pick it up, but if they let it lay there, I can still get a little bit off them.
Okay.
If you could, if you could attach it to the back of that chair or something, so it was.
Yeah, he's got it hot.
Okay, hit
Check,
me,
check,
preacher.
check. I don't know what's my normal, like,
What are we talking about next Sunday?
what are we talking about next Sunday?
Yeah, you done your-
Next Sunday is going to be the question of who paid Jesus' bills, which I understand is one that has been in the backs of people's heads now for years, right? Everybody's got a curiosity about how Jesus paid his bills, what bills was the question that was posed to me Wednesday night Bible study, and I'm like, well, the man still had to eat.
Face this side.
So get a good, okay. Where'd I leave off? Okay, yeah. I was asked the question of what bills, and I'm like, well, still they had to eat, they traveled. I mean, there's going to be expenses with that. This is about the normal range I speak in when I'm preaching, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not trying to go like louder than normal because I know we're testing volume.
On Quora.com, that question has come up before about who's with them.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you think, okay, there's him, 12 disciples. But evidently, the real thought is that there was a larger group.
There, yeah.
Wives, children.
Actually, where the passage is coming from for Sunday is Luke chapter 8. And what it is, it talks about he had the 12 with him, but that there were also Mary, who was cured of 7 demons, because somebody stopped to take the time to count, apparently, how many demons she had. There was Joanna, the wife of Chuza, who was the head of Herod's household, and Susanna. And then it also finishes by saying, and many others. So, yeah, and that's going to be part of the point, is to say we think about it as just Jesus and 12 men, when actually Jesus would have had numerous people that were with him wherever he went. And so you think about it like, yeah, the idea is, well, they wouldn't have had bills. Well, you've got that many people. I mean, that's quite a lot of mouths that have to be fed. And, I doubt Jesus was spending all his time conjuring stuff up for these people. And somebody said, well, they would eat in people's homes. And it's like, yeah, but this is also the same guy who said that foxes have dens and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head. So I think we have enough evidence to suggest to us that he couldn't always depend on somebody letting him come into the house and share dinner with him for every single meal that he needed.
And he may get invited in, but the other 50 that's with him are in the barn or whatever, out in the left field.
Well, a lot of it's going to be to talk about not only who traveled with Jesus, but to highlight the fact that when Luke tells us who was with him, he makes it a point to highlight the fact there were women in the group. Because we always think about Jesus traveling with men, but there were women who were in the group. And this is about what did they contribute, because it also ends by saying they took care of them out of their own resources, which lets us know these women that were traveling were contributing. Now, whether that's financial, I mean, that's just kind of implied in the scripture. But when you think about it, the focus I'm going to take is it says Joanna, the wife of Chuza, who is the head of Herod's household, and who is Herod? Herod's king. He's the guy in charge of everything. The head of his household. It's his wife that's with them, helping to take care of them out of their own means. So that tells us, okay, the head of the royal household, his wife is now traveling with an itinerant rabbi and his group of people,